What's up everyone? Today's video I'm going to be showing you how to rig up a drop shot for halibut surf fishing using just a normal live bait hook as well as a worm hook. So let's take a look at what we need to get started, and it's really simple, so I'll show you how to rig it up. Alright, so we got our weight, our shad, and our worm hook. This line's coming directly off my pole. It's just monofilament. I recommend using fluorocarbon leader and then just tying yourself a swivel. But I mean, I've caught a ton of halibut tying drop shots directly onto monofilament, so I know it works, and you can have good success with it. So you want to start out by taking the tag in, making sure the hook point goes in this way. That way the hook remains in this position when it's on your line, and just pull out as much tagging as you need. I recommend like 10 inches from the hook to the weight. I like to go a little more because I tie uni knots, so I need a little bit of tagging to work with for my knots. So just judge about how much you'd like to use. I'm going to pull out probably like 14 inches or so. Then I'm going to stop, and got the hook there, and you see it's just floating there. What you're going to do is just create a simple loop, and you're going to pinch it where the bottom of the hook is. It's just like that. Now you're going to grab the hook and just put it through that loop, and I like to put it through at a minimum of 5 times. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you can just cinch it up and pull it tight. And what you should get is a nice hook looking like that in an upright position. So when you place your drop shot bait on there, it sits nicely. So now just tie your weight onto your tagging, and whatever your favorite knot is, or whatever's easiest to tie for you. In my case, I tie the uni, so I'm gonna pull it up. I like to pinch it there, grab this, and I'll just wrap this guy around there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I recommend doing maybe 5 or 6, but 4 seems to hold just well. Pull that tight. Boom. Then we're going to snip this little end off here. Boom. So it's all rigged up. Now we just need to place the bait on, and in order to do that, it's very simple. You just want to take your bait, you want to flip them upside down and pierce them right through the tip there, and you want to come out pretty immediately, just maybe a 1/4 inch or so, but about that much. So that's what's going to hold on to this shank here on the end. So you flip them over, and then you can find your hook placement point by kind of just lining it up, judging. But once you've placed these a bunch, you kind of just know where to do it. So pierce them through the back, and boom, you got a nice little drop shot rig set up, and it's ready to go. Alright, for this next method, we're going to be using the live bait hook. So same deal, you just want hook point facing tag in when it goes in, and then judge your leader amount from your weight to your hook. I like to go around 10 inches, maybe 10 to 16 inches or so. So I'm going to pull out about 15 or so inches so I can tie my weight down there. So you got your hook here. Same thing, you're just going to create a loop. And then once you have your loop, your hook is just going to go directly through the center of it, and you just feed it through that loop like that. Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, I'm gonna go 5. And then I like to just and you should come out with something like that. Really nicely positioned. Nice even connections. Super easy. Loop or not. And then just tie your weight on. In this scenario, I'm using this kind of weird sinker, but I like the torpedoes when I'm drop shotting, but this is all I have, and I have caught plenty of halibut using these, so I'm just gonna tie that on there. Same knot I like to use, the uni, which is kind of tricky to tie sometimes, but it's strong and just the knot I like, so I feed that through there 4 or 5 times. So we got 5. I'm just gonna pull that tag end out, maybe wet it, and then just let the rest do the work itself. You pull it tight, you get a nice coil on there, and yeah, just snip off that tag end. That's done. So now we got the weight, probably about 12 inches up to the hook, and you can run a little curly tail grub, you can run a bunch of different stuff off this, but it's really easy. I mean, you can rig it as you would a swim bait, or you can literally just pierce it right on the tip, just like this. You can have success just like that. I mean, when the halibut hit, they'll inhale this entire thing. So, or you can just rig it as you would a swim bait through the tip. Just hook it down on in, come out your hook placement point, and slide them up. Boom, that'll work just fine too. So it's all kind of preference. But yeah, they give great action, and you should have some success. If you fish these from the surf, you guaranteed will catch a halibut. Might take some patience, but as you all know, surf fishing for halibut, you gotta be patient. So here's what it should look like. Got the weight there, and you see how it's sitting nicely. You see how this hook point sits nice and flush this way, just dangles off. Super easy to tie, and like I said, you should be using a fluorocarbon leader, but like I also said, I've caught in double digits halibuts this season using this exact setup, 12-pound mono. Boom. So just kind of test it out and see what different lengths work for you and just what works best for you. But I've caught in a lot of halibut with these. So using some type of bait scent is pretty beneficial because halibut feed majority from scent, so it's good to put a little bit of some kind of scent on your baits. A lot of them come scented, but you know, never hurts to add a little more. So when you're working the drop shot, you basically just want to cast it out as far as you can. Reel up any slack, and I like to leave it sitting there for just a sec, maybe 10-15 seconds, see if anything hits it while kind of jigging on it. But you don't want to lift the weight off the bottom of the ocean. You essentially just want to be dragging it back really slowly with intermittent pauses and feeling for bites. And when the halibut hit, they usually inhale these things frickin' pretty swiftly, and you'll feel it, and just set that hook and bring them on in. But yeah, this is basically how I'm catching a lot of halibut. Just slow retrieve, maybe give it a few bounces, slow retrieve, a few bounces, trying to cast it into sandy areas. Sometimes you'll run into a lot of kelp and it makes it difficult to use the drop shot. You can use a weedless setup, but I just like fishing these better conditions. But there's a bunch of different ways to work this, so yeah, try out different methods and see what's successful for you. It's a flatty. All right. that right here. Just barely hooked him right there. Whoa! He's gone. Got a small halie on. Got a little shorty here. Nothing special. See if I can grab him on. Pretty cool. Pretty sweet. Looks like we're on. Know what we got? Something here. Little baby halibut. Let's go, baby. Woo! Little baby halibut for you. Let's get him released. Woo! Just got back in the water, baby. See you later. Hell yeah, Pete caught a halie. Oh, nice. Beautiful, man. Hell yeah, dude. Woo! That might be a keeper. Want to measure that guy? That's a big, I do, that's a keeper, bro. Damn, nice. Hell yeah, Pete. Pete's on his third halibut today. Going off, man. That's what's up. Boom. Little shorty. Nice. Pete is slaying it. Absolutely killing it. Good job. Alright, so that's how you tie a halibut drop shot. And one more time, let's tie that easy looper knot just before you go. Tag in through the center. Get a little judgment on your leader end length. Hold it. Quick loop. And then the hook is just going to go through that loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Super easy, super clean. Tie your weight on the end, put your bait on the hook. Thanks for watching.